and welcome to your resistance band workout. So for this, obviously you're going to need a resistance band. I've actually got two different strengths. One's a light one, one's a medium one. If you're feeling really ambitious, you could go for a stronger one than that if you want to. I'm going to start with my light one today. There will be a time and a place for the medium one. So before we get going, just remember that if anything doesn't feel right, you can ease back where you need to. If you're feeling good, you can really go for it. The beauty of a resistance band is you can work harder or easier, just shorten or lengthen the band as you need to. Okay, so listen to your body, and if you've got any injuries or if you feel that certain exercises don't suit you, feel free to substitute in anything else that feels good. Okay, we're going to be focusing quite a lot on shoulders and core today, so it's quite shoulder focused. So I'm just going to start just by wrapping your hands up in your band. Okay, don't go too tight to start with, just as a little warm up, and we're going to loosen the shoulders off. Okay, just start to get those shoulders moving. So we're going to get straight into the session today. If you feel you need more warm-up, look out for my mobility video on YouTube or any of the start of any of the others. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to relax the shoulders back and down, and I'm going to start with just one arm, and we're going to pull. We're going to alternate. Okay, so again, we're not too tight on the band. We're just getting the joints moving. Okay, thinking about the connection through the midsection so that we're not letting the hips move, all right, or the ribs. And we've just got one more the other way here. Okay, making sure the shoulders are down. And I'm going to take the arms up. So here, we've got shoulders down, we've got a semicircle. Coming down in front of your face, again alternating, getting that nice big range of motion through the shoulder blades. So breathing wise, ideally it's out as you're coming down with the arm. Okay. Just watch the other shoulder, the one that's supposed to be standing still, watch it doesn't scrunch up. Okay, I've got one more here. And one more the other way. And we're going to just relax the shoulders, shake it out. And we've got shoulders back, hands palm back, and I'm going to push against the legs. So I'm breathing out as I'm pushing back. As you're doing this, think of the midsection. Okay, you're hopefully going to feel a little bit of a connection as you push back. Okay, if not, try and exhale, connect as you're doing so. Okay, two more here. Shoulders down. Notice the back of the arms, back of the shoulders. Alright, so we're going to just come into a little bit of a stretch. Stretching those arms back as far as they'll go. Again, try not to arch the back on this. Alright, the temptation is to do that, so it feels like you're going further. Try and keep everything in neutral and let the shoulders move. Alright, I'm just going to come again, this time not quite so far back, over to one side. Let the bottom arm weigh quite heavy so it gives the top arm a good stretch. And then up and over the other way. And relaxing the shoulders. So I'm going to go a little bit tighter for this second round. Same again with the arms. So this time I'm going to stick on one side for 8. I've got shoulders down. I'm going to make this first one a slight diagonal. So slightly down and back on that. So all the time, thinking about the back of the shoulders. Try not to let it all scrunch up. side. The arm that's standing still, of course, is working to stabilise. Shake it out, and let's do the other side. Four, three. Okay. And we're going to come into the arms above. We've got shoulders down. We've got single arm, semicircle down. So we're breathing out as we're coming down. Okay, making sure that the arm that's standing still isn't scrunching up here. Okay, tuning into underneath of the arm in that shoulder blade. Last one. Okay, shake it out, bring it to the other side. So, shoulders down. Okay, last two here. And then I'm coming into that push back. So shoulders back, tall through the body, and pushing the arms back there. Four from here. Backs of the arms, backs of the shoulders. 2, 1. Shake it out. Let's have a stretch, and then we've got one more round. So we're taking those arms back as far as they'll go, let the shoulders stretch, try not to arch the back. And then we're coming forwards, back again, just not too far, over to one side, have a good stretch out through the shoulders and the ribs, and then up and over the other way. Okay. And let's go round 3. This time we're going to go with both arms together, okay? So put shoulders down, both arms apart. All right, try and get both shoulder blades moving. Okay, really focus in to the back of the shoulders. Of course, if it's not strong enough, you can go a little bit shorter on the band. If you're finding it a little bit too much, lengthen it off. Okay. Last couple here. And shake it out. Arms are coming above your head. You do need it quite short for this one. Apart. Bend the elbows, slide the shoulder blades down and release. So again, shoulders drop, arms pull apart, slide and release. All right, let's keep it going. Shoulders down, slide the elbows. All right, so from the back, shoulder blades are sliding down, they're leading the movement. Again, both sides working. Okay, let's go one more. All right, shoulders back and down. We've got that push back. Here we go, tall through the body, and we're squeezing the arms back. Think of being tall right up through to the crown of the head. Okay, so we don't really want this forward posture here. It changes the exercise. Okay. Last one here. And relaxing the shoulders. One last stretch back. That's nice. And then coming forwards over to one side hopefully they're getting a little bit easier now. And we're just going to unravel the hands. We're going to come into a little bit of balance. So you need to stand on your band with one foot and hold on to it on the same side. So you've got right foot, right hand, okay? Again, fairly short, and make the tassely bit come out the top of your hand like a microphone, okay? So you've got thumbs on top, shoulders back and down. I'm going to bring the knee forward and bend up through the elbow there. Okay, we're going to go out to the side, arm out to the side. And then I'm going to fold forward into arm reaches forward. Right, so we're sticking on this side. We're going up with the knee, bending through the elbow, out to the side, folding forward. Okay, we've got 2 more rounds. Bend through the elbow, knee comes up. Out to the side, and folding forward. Imagine spreading your toes out on the foot that you're standing on. Give it a real big surface area to stand on. And forward. Got 1 more to do this time. I'm going to pulse the arm. So the knee comes up. We've got 4, 3, a little bit harder to balance. Okay, same out to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the same out in front. 4. So quite a test on the balance here. 2, 1. Right, let's switch legs. And let's try it the other way. So, tassel bit out the top, thumbs on top, everything strong in the middle, knees coming up. Out to the side. So again, you can be as long or as short as you like with your band. I'm just going to come away from the cupboard. So we've got knee, side, back. Okay, you might find it's slightly easier if you have your band a little bit shorter. Okay, if you're struggling with your balance, it can help to give you a little bit of stability. Okay, it's not going to make it a walk in the park, but it might give you a little bit of something. Okay, we've got 1 more round. And then we're going to add those pulses in next time. So here we go. 4 with the arm, bracing through the middle of the body. Out to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out in front. 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest it there. Shake it out, loosen it off. And let's pop the band down for a sec. We're going to make our way down onto your back to start with. And just if you've got both bands, just make sure that they're easily accessible. Okay. And we're going to start off with some spine curls. So we're starting just peeling and pushing the hips up and rolling back down. So I'm breathing out as we're coming up, rolling through the spine. Okay, just a couple more of these. And then we're going to add in a little bit of work for the arms. Okay, so last one here, and then we're going to get the lighter band, okay, and wrap those hands up. Okay, that band is just going to rest over your thighs. So we're coming up again here, squeezing through the glutes, and then I'm going to squeeze the arms down towards the floor. Okay, we're going one more, and relax back down. So the idea is we're working with the arms. We're also working a little bit harder through the legs and the glutes. So hips coming up and squeezing the arms down. Now watch the shoulders aren't scrunched up to your ears. And relaxing back down. Okay, we've got 2 more sets. Hips coming up, hands on top. Here we go. Rolling down, really tuning in to the glutes, make sure they're working for you. Last set, squeezing, 3, 2, and 1, relaxing down. Hook the knees up for a second, have a little breather. And we're going to take this into some ab work next. So I'm actually going to swap to my slightly stronger band for this, okay, but both would work. If you want to, you could actually fold your lighter one in half. Let's do that instead. Okay, you just need a little bit more support, that's all. Okay, so you're going to take that behind your head and it's going to rest there, okay? Hold on to it fairly short. And we're going to start with some crunches here. So we've got big deep breath in, big strong exhale out, head and shoulders are coming up. So the band is supporting you. We're trying not to pull the neck or the head. Okay, really give this little bit of a chance to allow you to notice the abs, okay? We'll exhale, connect through those abs. Okay, you can stick with those. If you want something a little bit different, I'm going to take the arms above the head. Make sure the shoulders aren't scrunched and have a little bit of tension on that band. Okay, not too much, but you've got a little bit of something there. Then, head and shoulders are coming up. Okay, it feels different because the arms are involved. If you've got a bad neck, I wouldn't recommend this one. Okay, you want to keep the support there. Okay, it might be a little bit shaky. Got 4 more like this. Last 2. Keeping that tension on the band, last 1. And relaxing down there. Okay, just let go of the band for a sec. Arms out to the side, feet and knees together. Just have a little stretch through the back before we take it into some more abs. So we're just releasing, knees over the other way. And then we're going to come into another little section with your band. So I'm going to start with the lighter one, or if you stuck with the same one, just undo it so it's not folded in half anymore. Okay, you want it fairly short for this, so your arms are above your chest Going to brace those tummy muscles and bring the knees up to 90 degrees. Okay, from here, I'm just going to start with a single leg extension. Don't worry about the arms at this stage. So we're looking after that neutral spine. We're making sure we're not arching the back. Okay, 2 more like this. If you need any cushions anywhere, pop one under your head. You can put one under your pelvis just to take the edge off that a little bit if you want to. Okay, just rest for a second, and then we're going to add in the opposite arm to leg. So here, I'm going to make sure the shoulders are relaxed, and I've got knees 90 degrees. We're going arm to the side, single leg extending. So we're breathing out as we're moving, in as we're coming back to the middle. Okay, you might find it's more tempting to arch your back now that you've got your arms and shoulders involved, okay? For some reason the body does that. So we have to work a little bit harder through the abs to make sure we're maintaining that neutral spine. Okay, last one each way. Have a little breather a sec. And final one in this position, we're going to go with a same arm as leg on that. So, same position, knees 90 degrees, shoulders down away from your ears, arm and the same leg. Okay, so still arm to the side and still alternating pairs. But this time we've got to brace a little bit more, okay, because we've got less counterbalance. So still with the breathing, out as we extend, in as we come back. Last 2 like this. And then have a little breather a sec. Just undo your band, hug your knees, rock side to side, rest however you like to rest. And we're going to come up to seated, but this time it's going to be work around the back of the shoulders. Okay, so not so much abs. And I'm going to go to my stronger band for this. Then you can shorten your easier one up if you want to. So, sitting here, I'm going to loop this band around your feet. If you feel it's uncomfortable to be on the floor to do this, if you struggle to sit up tall, you can perch on the edge of your sofa or the edge of your kitchen, dining room chair, whatever, okay? Or you can get a cushion and just prop it underneath your bum, okay? So it helps to just rock the pelvis forward, helping you to stay sitting up tall, okay? So I want this quite short now, okay? We need to be pretty tight on that band. Shoulders back and down, and I'm sitting up as tall as possible. Elbows are staying tucked in and we're drawing them back. And release. Okay, so we're all about the back of the shoulders. You might feel it a little bit more through the middle back here, okay, at this stage. If you want to make it a little bit harder for yourself, don't come all the way forward. Okay, keep a little bit of tension on the band and just release halfway. That way the muscles don't get to recover in between each rep. Okay, I'm going to change this one. You might need it a little tiny bit longer. We're going to stick the elbows out this time. Okay, they're not going completely 45 degrees, they're just sorry, they are 45 degrees, they're not going 90. So the biggest thing of this is to keep the shoulders down. The temptation will be to do this because it's easier. Okay, so there's a big difference in the movement, a big difference in where we're targeting. Okay, 4 more like this. Again, you don't need to come all the way back. And then I'm going to change it. So I'm going to change the grip now so that the tassely bits are coming out the top of your hands like a microphone. Quite long on your band, this one's quite tough. Sitting up tall, I'm going to squeeze the arms back to try and make a W shape. Okay, you'll notice that this takes the exercise sort of higher up around the shoulders. Right, 4 from here. Okay, have a little breather, loosen those shoulders out, and we're going to spin round onto your hands and knees to finish off. So I'm going to switch back to my lighter band for this. And I'm just going to start, first of all, with a cat stretch, just get everything moving. So peeling up and scooping down, just have a real good stretch out through the body after that last little exercise. All right, I'm going to start here with your lighter band. Wrap it around your hands again. Then you want it fairly short, all right, about shoulder width. And I'm going to start with strong midsection. Extend one leg back, the opposite arm is coming out to the side. I'm going to stay on this side for 8 because it's a little bit of a faff to switch sides. So really aware that the shoulder isn't up around the ears. And we're continuing that work on the back of the shoulders. And let's try the other way. So we're extending the leg back, arm goes out to the side. Okay. Make sure that midsection is nice and strong, so you're giving the support you need to be able to move the arm. Okay, so be honest with yourself. If you're finding it a little bit easy, you can shorten that band up. All right, sit back, stretch a second, and we're going for another set of those. This time, I'm going to pulse the arm. So the leg is going back, and that's stopping there. The arm's coming out to the side, down and up, but only halfway. Last couple. So definitely puts more effort through that muscle around the back of the shoulders. Let's have a look the other way. So leg goes back, arm comes out, pulsing there. Try not to twist through the body on these. Okay, and then sit back, stretch, and let's come down onto your front. I'm going to just stretch the arms out forward. You've still got your band on, your hands. So arms are out in front, squeezing the glutes, make sure they're switching on. Arms are going to pull apart. Bend the elbows, lift up through the body, and release. Apart, slide the elbows, lift up through the body. As you're pulling those arms apart, make sure the shoulders don't scrunch. Okay, so the shoulders are staying down, and slide the shoulder blades away as we lift. If you'd rather do this without the band, that's absolutely fine because it's quite a strong one. You can do this without coming up through the body as well. You can stay flat if you want to. Okay, so up to you. We've got 3 more. Last one here. And then I'm just going to undo your band, peel up to a cobra stretch, and then come back onto hands and knees into a cat stretch. And we've got one final thing here before we finish off. So again, testing the core a little bit here. I'm going to put your band underneath one knee. Okay, hold on to it with the same hand, so you've got right knee, right hand. Strong in the middle. The temptation to arch your back is quite strong here, so we've got to be really focused on that midsection. I'm going to make sure the shoulders are back, extend the arm, extend the leg. Again, we're sticking on this side for 8 because it's a little bit of a faff to swap sides. Okay, so we don't need to get the arm straight for this to be effective. Okay, but it's about making sure the shoulder doesn't follow it forward. All right, so it's still back away from the ear. All right, let's try the other side. So, everything nice and strong in the middle, and we'll extend and in. Keeping an eye on that shoulder and the midsection. 4 from here. Okay, and undo your band. Sit back, stretch, have a little breather a second, and let's finish off with a quick calf stretch. So, going to just start by tucking the toes underneath, taking it upside down, let your heels go towards the floor, just release everything down the back of the legs. Okay, if you feel you need more stretch, look out for my 15-minute resistance band stretch session. Okay, so we'll just focus on the flexibility in that session. Okay, from here we're just going to walk the hands back, rolling up through the body, relaxing the shoulders, and going to take the hands behind your head, scrunch and drop, open, release, 1 over, 1 under, up and over the other way. Nice big stretch up tall, bend the knees and swing. 3, 2, last 1, stretching wide, and we're there. Well done.